All right, as promised, here's the waffle problem of the Waltons, right? So here I have, here are, how many waffles were we talking about? We were talking about 3 waffles, right? Let's get rid of those. These are blue waffles, so it's kind of like a Dr. Seuss problem. All right, so let's say that these are the 3 waffles. And how many Waltons were there? There were 4 of them in the Walton family. So the first objective, or the first step, sorry, was to divide the 1 waffle into 4 pieces, 1 for each Walton. Right? Now I'm going to just kind of prepare these waffles for equal divisions, right? For equal dividing. Okay, this 1 waffle had a little bite from it. So. Okay, so 1 waffle, or 1 corner of the waffle for each of the Waltons, right? Boom, boom. Here is the first waffle cut up into 4 for those wishful Waltons. Right? Waltons are wondering how much waffle they're going to be waffling down. So here we have the second waffle, and here we have the third waffle. So each waffle was divided into fourths, right? And each Walton, because there are 4 of them, will get 1/4 each. So here's 1 waffle, 1/4 for Papa Walton. Here's his Papa Walton's second fourth. Here's Papa Walton's, and here's Papa Walton's third fourth. Yeah, and we still have 3/4 here, 3/4 here, and 3/4 here. Now, okay, that's Papa Walton's. Here's Mama Walton's 1/4, 1/4, and 1/4, right? So now we're left with half of 1 waffle, half of the second waffle, and half of the third waffle. And here's Brother Walton, right? Here's 1/4, 1/4. Remember, there were 3 waffles, so here's Brother Walton's waffle fourths. It's over there. Here's his. And finally for Sister Walton. So, how much did they get each? Right? They got 3/4 of each waffle. Right? So, we got the equation over here that I'm going to show you right now. 3 of the 1/4 or 3/4 of a whole waffle, right? It's 3 divided by 4 is the same as saying 3 times 1/4 equals 3/4, right? Now, let's do the next one. Suppose there are 5 people and 4 waffles, right? How are we going to divide a square waffle into 5, right? Well, I thought about it, and you can have other shaped waffles, right? So here you have some green waffles, and I made them the shape of, I guess they're kind of like little tacos, right? So if there were 5 people and 4 waffles, again, there's always the extra waffle, right? If there were 5 people and 4 waffles, that means how many would we have to divide these waffles by? Right? How many pieces would we divide these whole waffles into? Right? Since there are 5 people, we would divide it into 5. So now I have to make kind of a star shape here. That's 2 pieces. That's 3 pieces. 4 and 5. Right? See that? 5 pieces. Nice little A Mercedes peace sign going on there, right? So I'm going to do that to all 4 of the waffles. Divide it into 5 because there are 5 people sharing 4 waffles. Right. Done. Okay, here's the 3rd waffle. Almost done. Divided into 5 pieces. And here's the last one. I guess I could have done this like off the camera and just done it once, and then I would bring out the other ones, kind of like in those cooking shows, right? Where they're like, oh yeah, here's the roasted chicken, it's all done. Okay, so 5 people sharing 4 waffles, right? Let's take that out. So 5 people sharing 4 waffles. Now, each person would take 1 piece from each. Let's get 1 piece from each waffle. So one person, right, that person got 1 piece from each waffle. They now took 1, 2, 3, 4, 4/5 of the whole waffle, right? And look what got left behind. 4/5 for person number 2, 4/5 for person number 3, 4/5 for person number 4, and 4/5 for person number 5. Everyone got 4/5. So now let's go back to the book. Suppose there are 5 people and 4 waffles. Each person's share of 1 waffle, right, is 1/5, right? We divided the whole waffle into fifths. So each share of 1 waffle is 1/5. And so out of 4 waffles, what is their complete share, right? 1/5 times 4, right? 1/5 plus 1/5, 1/5 plus 1/5 plus 1/5 plus 1/5. That's 4/5. 4/5, right? So the equation, when you complete the equation, 4 divided by 5 is the same as saying 4 times, instead of 5, we get the reciprocal of 5. So 4, we change the division to multiplication, just like here, and we get the reciprocal of 5 to make it 1/5. So it's 4 times 1/5 equals 4/5. Now, I hope you're writing this down in your notebook, right? Because this is basically the format of the quiz, right? I mean, the quiz to follow, right? And we're going to keep doing exercises. Now, suppose there are 10 people and 7 waffles, right? I'm not going to bring out any more paper. But we can imagine that the 7 waffles, we would divide it, okay? How many times? 10 times, because 10 people are going to be eating it. We're not going to be dividing the people by 7, right? Because we can't divide people, but we can divide waffles into 10. So each of these waffles, each waffle will be divided 10 times, right? We'll make 10 slices so that each person can have 1. What is each person's share of 1 waffle? 1/10, right? Because each waffle is divided 10 times. What is each person's share of 7 waffles? Well, that's 1/10 plus 1/10 plus 1/10 plus 1/10 plus 1/10 plus 1/10 plus 1/10. 7 times. So 7 times 1/10 is 7/10. The equation, 7 waffles divided by 10 people equals 7, right? Times the reciprocal of 10, which is 1/10. 7 times 1/10 equals 7/10. Right? 7 times 1/10 equals 7/10. Now, if we were to do this, 5 divided by 6, how would we do that? Get your notebooks, right? Or write it on a piece of paper, and I want you to take a photo. Complete this problem. 5 divided by 6 is the same as saying blank times blank equals what? The next one is 4 divided by 9 is the same as saying blank times blank equals what? All right.